The rhythmic sound of boots striking cobblestones echoed through the air as the royal guards marched in perfect unison, their iconic red uniforms and towering bearskin hats drawing the admiration of hundreds of spectators. Among the sea of disciplined guards stood Sergeant James Harrington, one of the few black royal guards, holding his post with unwavering resolve. Before we delve deeper into this shocking story, leave a comment telling us where you're watching from today. And if you love tales of resilience and courage, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more inspiring narratives. James had worn his uniform with pride for 6 years, enduring both the physical demands and the unspoken challenges of being one of the only minority guards in a world steeped in tradition. But today would test him in ways he could never have anticipated. As James stood motionless at his post, a blonde woman, her phone held high, edged her way to the front of the crowd. Her voice sliced through the air, dripping with mockery. "Hey, black one, can you give us a smile for the camera?" James remained still, his gaze fixed straight ahead. He had faced taunts before, and his rigorous training taught him to maintain composure. But her voice grew louder, more venomous. "What's with all this diversity nonsense? They should leave this job to real Brits." Her words hung in the air, drawing uneasy murmurs from the crowd. Some onlookers turned away in discomfort, while others chuckled nervously. James tightened his grip on his rifle, his white-gloved hands betraying none of the turmoil brewing inside him. What would you have done in James's position? Could you have stayed silent? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Despite the growing tension, James held firm, but the woman wasn't finished. Emboldened by the lack of reaction, she crossed the line, both figuratively and literally. Climbing over the palace fence, she strode toward James, her face contorted with disdain. The crowd gasped. A nearby security guard rushed forward, warning her to step back, but she waved him off. "What's the matter?" she sneered, now inches from James. "Can't you even defend yourself, black one?" Then, in a shocking move, she slapped him across the face. The slap echoed, silencing the murmurs of the crowd. James froze, his training battling against the primal urge to react. But something inside him snapped. With a swift, disciplined motion, James stepped forward, pinning the woman's arm and commanding her to halt. The crowd, now fully invested, erupted into chaos. Phones clicked and flashed as spectators captured the surreal moment. The woman shrieked, her voice shifting from aggression to faux victimhood. "Help! He's attacking me! I just wanted a picture!" What would happen next would not only change James's life, but spark conversations across the nation about race, respect, and the hidden burdens carried by those who serve. As James released her and stepped back, his superior, Major Timothy Hall, arrived, his expression unreadable. The woman, seeing her opportunity, doubled down on her accusations. "He assaulted me. All I did was climb the fence." Without waiting for James's explanation, Major Hall dismissed him from duty pending an investigation. James felt the crushing weight of injustice as he handed over his uniform, stripped of the role he had dedicated his life to. But James's day wasn't over. As he sat on a bench outside the palace, grappling with the loss of his position, a young boy approached him. It was the woman's nephew, Daniel, clutching a toy guard figure. The boy looked up, wide-eyed and hesitant. "Sir, I'm sorry for what happened. My aunt was wrong." James looked at the boy, torn between anger and compassion. "Why are you here?" he asked gently. "She left me," Daniel admitted, his voice trembling. "I'm lost." Despite everything, James couldn't turn away. He rose, extending a hand to the boy. "Come on, let's find her." As they walked, Daniel opened up about his struggles. His parents were gone, and his aunt treated him with the same disdain she had shown James. Listening to the boy, James saw a chance to make a difference, to teach him values his aunt never had. When they finally found the woman harassing another black guard near the palace gates, James confronted her. "Enough," he said, his voice firm but calm. "Your behavior today is unacceptable." The woman sneered, but before she could respond, Daniel stepped forward, his small voice cutting through the tension. "It's true. She slapped him. She said terrible things." The crowd around them fell silent. Major Hall, having followed the commotion, stepped forward once again. This time, he listened, to Daniel, to witnesses, and to James. Slowly, the truth came to light. Haley was escorted away by security, her hateful words and actions exposed. As for Daniel, child services were called to ensure his safety. Before leaving, the boy turned to James, his eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you, sir, for everything." Later that day, Major Hall approached James. "I was wrong," he admitted. "You upheld the values of this institution in ways I didn't understand at first. We need guards like you, guards who embody dignity and resilience. I want you back." James accepted the offer, but he returned to his post with a new sense of purpose. As he stood guard once more, he noticed Daniel in the crowd, waving his toy guard figure with pride. James returned the wave with a subtle nod, knowing that even in the face of prejudice, his actions had made a difference. This story reminds us that courage isn't just about standing tall, it's about standing up for what's right. If this story moved you, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful tales. When was the last time you witnessed an act of bravery or resilience? Share your thoughts in the comments below.